Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, YouTube. DutyRon back in again with another video. And today we're going to talk about the top 3 crime cases covered in 2020 by yours truly, DutyRon. Guys, good morning. I am a retired New York City police detective. Here in New York, it is actually good afternoon. Just turned afternoon, 12:26 on the PM side. Happy New Year. Happy 2021 to everybody. I'm hoping that each and every one of you has put 2020 behind us and is looking forward to a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2021. Anything will be better than what we had in 2020. The wake of COVID-19 and all kinds of craziness that has gone on in America and throughout the world, for that matter. I will say c'est la vie to 2021. Special thank you to my Patreon supporters, the channel members, the people who subscribe and positively interact in the DutyRon community. You guys are greatly appreciated and never taken for granted. I greatly appreciate you. Texas Lassie, Mimi J2, Trevor JP, Dawn Marie, channel members and moderators. Dookie 4000, great to see you. Diane across the street. Robert 123, Happy New Year to you. Anna, good to see you. Thank you so much for being in here. Catch Brady, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Raven the Blackbird says, I am echoing again. God damn it. How could that be? It can't be. What's with the echo? Sweet mother of Jesus. I got to see what's going on here. This is crazy. Anybody else have an echo? I thought Josh and I took care of that. That is disturbing. We spent over an hour with it. If we are echoing, then I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop now. So can I get a check, a mic check on the echo? Josh is sleeping. Yes, it is. For sake, what the hell is going on? I got to hear it for myself. All right. I do hear it. I do hear it. It's very slight, though. Very slight. It's not bad. I hear it on my end. Hold on a second. Quickly, I'm going to see if this corrected it. I have, I just did something. Thank you. In North Carolina, great to see you. No, don't stop, says Lisa. Hold on, I want to listen one more time. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mic check. Okay, I'm going to continue on. All right, so this video, guys, share it out. It is my top 3 most horrific crime cases covered by DutyRon on this channel. These 3 cases that I selected are horrific because of one significant factor, and they all involve children. It all involves children and crimes against children. The 3 cases that I chose here hit me very strongly. They are Thomas Valva, who was murdered by his father, who was at the time an active New York City police transit officer, and his stepmom, Angela Polino. That was January 17th, this month, 2020. January 17th, 2020. And then the second case that I chose happened just 10 days later in Colorado, Gannon Stauch, the 11-year-old that was killed on January 27th by his stepmom, Letitia Stauch, in a very brutal fashion, and was transported to, his body was transported to Florida and dumped along Highway 90 in Pace, Florida, discovered on March 18th by a highway worker doing roadside cleanup, discovered this child's remains. And the third case, Vicky Trout, great to see you. The third case involves another innocent child. Well, Gannon Stauch was 11 years old, Thomas Valva, 8 years old. But the third and most horrific case involved little baby Cannon Hinnant in North Carolina, 5 years old, shot in the head by a crazed neighbor next door in North Carolina. And you guys know I covered this case pretty heavily, and not a lot of people were talking about it. It was disturbing, as equally as disturbing as all of these cases were. You know, I do cover these horrific crimes because I feel that it's important to honor the victims and their families, and I do it with respect and dignity. So I want to just show you quickly some of the faces of these criminal acts and also some of the victims first and foremost. Thomas Valva was abused severely along with his brother Anthony, and this case hits home so strongly because it happened in my community, well, in the county that I reside in, and in the county that my parents reside in Suffolk County. So the crime took place in Suffolk, but it also took place in Nassau County. The verbal, the mental, the physical, the mental abuse, and then the ultimate of leaving this young boy when it was 19 degrees Fahrenheit outside in a cold garage in Suffolk County, killing him. So I'm going to play just a little bit of court proceedings with Thomas Valva. The Thomas Valva case is still going on. The prosecution hasn't moved forward due to COVID-19, but the two perpetrators in this crime, thank God, they are behind bars where they belong for the rest of their lives. Michael Valva, former New York City police officer, and Angela Polino are both in jail awaiting trial. So here we go with a little bit of Thomas Valva. I'm going over this because this case is near and dear to me, and on January 17th, which is just a short time from now, 16 days from now, will be the 1-year anniversary of this horrific murder of this young boy. So I'm going to play just a tad bit of that for you guys so you can hear it. So bear with me here as I segue off. And this is a preliminary hearing that the perpetrator, Michael Valva, is presented in court, so you guys can see what the district attorney says about what he did and what type of crime he committed. So here we go with Michael Valva and the Thomas Valva case.
The evidence in this case will show that the defendant failed Thomas and Anthony miserably, instead treating them in a manner that was nothing short of cruel, callous, wanton, and evil.
8-year-old Thomas Valva was living in a house of horrors, prosecutors say, where he was physically abused, deprived of food, and forced to sleep in a freezing garage. He died of hypothermia. Thomas's mother, Justina Zupko Valva, wept as prosecutor Carrie Ann Kelly detailed the alleged abuse that took place in the home of NYPD officer Michael Valva and Angela Polina.
I kept thinking about all the institutions who failed to help him, who completely did absolutely nothing. Now everybody's trying to do the right thing, but where were you when I begged you for help? When you could have saved my child's life.
Valva and Polina pleaded not guilty Thursday at their arraignments. They're each charged with second-degree murder and 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. The charges relate to the treatment of Thomas and his brother Anthony, both on the autism spectrum.
They were slapped and punched and carried by the wrist with their feet not touching the floor. Thomas was thrown and dragged down a flight of stairs.
The boys were allegedly forced to sleep on a concrete slab in the garage in sub-freezing temperatures without adequate clothing and no blankets or sheets. Prosecutors say Polina sent Valva a video clip of the boys in the garage on a night when the temperature dropped to 19 degrees. That was allegedly followed by text messages.
This is the face of evil. These are the two perpetrators of this heinous crime, January 17th, committed and perpetrated against Thomas Valva. This is Michael Valva, the father, biological father, was a New York City police officer at the time of this crime, and his girlfriend, Angela Polino, both human garbage. I'll let the rest of this play. It's almost done, guys.
Messages in which Valva used expletives to describe Thomas. Both boys were allegedly deprived access to a bathroom and then punished for soiling themselves.
They were literally begging for food at school, eating crumbs off of the table, eating out of the garbage cans. The children were sent off to school freezing cold. Their hands and cheeks were bright red and icy cold to the touch.
On the day of Thomas's death,
this defendant stood in a bathroom fixing her hair as Thomas's ice-cold, lifeless body lay on the floor. When asked if he needed anything at the hospital after his son was ultimately pronounced, the defendant replied, "I've been through more stressful things than this."
I know Tommy was a fighter who always stand for the truth, and that's why he died for the truth. He's a hero. He was opposing the abuse.
lawyers for the accused spoke to reporters.
Right now, I believe she's innocent. It's an absolute tragedy.
You don't represent a client in this sort of case. You represent the liberties and constitutional protections of all of us.
Both defendants, if convicted, face a maximum of 25 years to life behind bars. Reporting from Riverhead, Cecilia Dowd.
Okay, folks, so there's a general overview of the Thomas Valva case. The two defendants are just sitting, rotting in jail, waiting for court proceedings to move forward. The next case is Gannon Stauch. We covered that extensively. I have playlists down below in my playlist. You'll see tons and tons of video of this case. His evil stepmom. I'll show you just a couple of pictures. At the end of the day, this is a case that I covered, Gannon Stauch out of Colorado. This is his stepmom. This is the victim right here. This is his stepmom who lied to the police, who also was evasive in questioning in regards to the whereabouts of this young boy. She brutally murdered him at a location in Colorado and then transported him to Florida and dumped his body along the side of the road. This is all, again, this is all alleged. And at the end of the day, folks, these people are the most evil of evil. And I got to tell you right now, between you and I feel that, people like this, and because I am from a Catholic family, the death penalty is not something that is accepted. Obviously, in the Catholic religion, death penalty is not accepted. But at the end of it all, folks, I got to tell you, I would really, I would be all for it for somebody like this. I mean, this is an evil, sick woman who can basically what she did was despicable, and these are people who deserve nothing but death. I don't believe that somebody who is capable of perpetrating a crime like this should be walking, should be even breathing behind bars in jail, getting 3 square meals a day. It's for me a no bueno. I don't, I would get some flack for this, but at the end of the day, these are people who are it's just horrific. It's horrific. This next case is equally as horrific. Cannon Hinnant, a small 5-year-old innocent little boy who was playing, alleged, in his front yard on a bicycle and just doing what little kids do, just playing and having a good time. And this is a little boy who was shot and killed by a next-door neighbor who was friendly with his father. Darius Sessoms is the perpetrator, next-door neighbor of this boy. He went over to him and allegedly shot him in the head and killed him. This is a case that's not covered too well. It's not a highly publicized case, and I don't know why it isn't. It should be all over the news. People should be talking about this, and not many are. This is a case that really hurt. It was a gut punch when I heard it, and I covered it. These cases equally hurt when you look at little kids who are innocent that are just becoming victims of violent crimes. Thomas Valva Gannon Stauch and Cannon Hinnant were all, and we could just go on and on. In 2020, there were so many heinous crimes that were committed against children and against people, and these are cases, the top 3 that I chose that really hit home with me and that really hurt. I mean, these were, I visibly and audio, you can hear me audibly upset over, Thomas Valva early on this time last year, another 16 days, and I would be reporting in a short time after that on that heinous murder. And, Dookie 4000, who's here in the chat right across the street, she came with me to the funeral for Thomas Valva. And it was very, very, very hard to stand before a casket of a little boy. He was dressed all in white, in a white suit. An 8-year-old boy lay in a casket in front of us. And it was difficult at best, to look. I'm just going to walk across the room and grab his mass card so I could show you guys. Hold on a second. Okay, I thought I had it here, but I have it inside my car on my, I keep it on my sun visor, so when I flip down the visor, I see Thomas's face. It's just a constant reminder to me of, of the horror that was inflicted on this boy. Just gonna, I think it may be here in the, let me just see if I can see it. Anyways, I have it. I could show it to you guys. But, Cannon, this poor, innocent, beautiful, this is the murderer right here. This is, and I don't like to give them much time. I really don't like to give them much time, these human pieces of garbage. This is Darius Sessions. He's now in prison and charged with murder. Let's see what, I almost don't even want to play this, but he was 25 years old. The perpetrator's been charged with walking up to this boy late Sunday afternoon and shooting him in the head at point-blank range, according to police and witnesses. Cannon was killed as he rode his bike in his father's front yard in Wilson, North Carolina. 2 boys and 2 sisters, 7 and 8 years old, were with him when he was shot. So these two little kids witnessed what was going on and saw this horrific act of violence. So these kids are going to be scarred for life. Hinnant told the station that he and Sessoms were next door neighbors, and he had Sessoms, this perpetrator who killed his son, over to his house the night before for dinner. They drank a beer together and sat on the front porch and talked. So this perpetrator who killed this little boy was friendly and was invited over for dinner the night before. Let's play this. Again, it's just horrific about what happened here to him. These were, again, 3 cases, 3 that were all involving children. The worst of 2020. Unfortunately, these are subjects that we have to cover, that I have to bring forward to the forefront. And, justice will be served against each and every one of these 3 perpetrators in this crime. The crimes against Thomas Valva, those 2, justice will be served, and I'm going to see through and cover each and every bit of the criminal case as it goes forward. It hasn't really gone forward yet. The Letitia Stauch case is going forward, and this Cannon Hinnant case, I will look for updates in 2021 and bring that forward to you guys. Again, I want to just say a special thank you to everyone who has positively interacted during this live stream. A special thank you to my Patreon, my channel members, and my subscribers who subscribe and interact. Leave me a comment down below in the comment section about these 3 cases, the 3 cases we just spoke about. Also, please subscribe to all of my social media. It's right here, all one word, DutyRon, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Consider becoming a Patreon or a channel member. It helps to support this live stream and this community. We pay a lot of our super chats and things of that nature forward. I appreciate you guys here being in on this live stream. I want to wish you all a healthy, first and foremost, prosperous, and happy New Year. 2021 has to be better than 2020, God willing. Of course, we don't know what's in the future for us or for the world, so we just pray that 2021 will be better than 2020. Again, if you look back at 2020 at this time, everything was peachy. There was nothing going on at January 1st, 2020. Everything was good. So this is something for us to think about, something for us to pray for, and something for us to think in the future. We want to just try to be better people going forward, and that's all we can do. Thank you for the super love. Mark Prince coming in with the 199 thumbs up. I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you, down in Florida. If I missed anybody, please, I apologize, but this is just an overview of the top three worst cases against children. They all happen to be children because those are the ones that hit home the hardest, and there was many more that I could have talked about, but these are the ones that I covered, and no doubt there was many other cases that were out there, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the top three horrific ones that I covered in 2020. But thank you so much for my moderators. The replay viewers are tremendous. You guys are awesome. I get so many people who watch the replay because, when I go live, sometimes people are sleeping or people aren't available to watch. So it's great that I have those replay viewers. Support this channel by thumbing it up and leaving a comment and also sharing the message in the video. I apologize for any technical difficulties or sound. I thought we had it all figured out, but it doesn't look like we do. But I will re-review all the audio as I do. It's an exhausting process that I go through. So yes, thank you for being in here. Dawn Marie, Mark Prince, Dookie 4000, Lisa Stewart. There's a lot of people. Liz Rivera, Wilma, the Burr, Gooch, the fam. Thank you so much, Wilma. Mama Shan Shan, thank you for being in here, and all of you guys. So I'll see you on the next one. I don't know when that'll be, but I got a lot of really good stuff lined up, but I can't go forward with it until we get everything situated and figured out. It's exhausting. It's an exhausting process, but I never let anything get me down. I just always keep coming back stronger and better and harder. And, I'll prevail on this audio issue. And it has to do with technology. And if I have to hire a professional, and I got Josh, he's a pro, but if I have to hire someone to come here and fix it in person, me, Dookie, I'll do it. So hopefully I don't have to go that route. But I'm hoping that I can get this stuff right. But that's part of being a human being, right? Lisa, thank you so much for the super love. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. It always helps. I appreciate that. Robert123, I appreciate you being in here as well. Guys, just grin and bear with it. AV is challenging. It is a mother. I'm telling you, this AV, it's beating the out of me. It's worse than when my wife gets mad at me. When she gets mad at me, she beats the out of me. But this AV, man, it's kicking my ass. It's kicking my ass. Thank you, Texas Lassie. I appreciate it. Yes, consider becoming a channel member. That is always appreciated and helps with the advancement of the channel. I may have to hire someone to fix this freaking audio situation. I thought I had you buy a good mic, but then you got to get everything right. If you don't get it right, then you are. If you don't get it right, you're. Goodness gracious. Watch your six, says Joan Selner. Thank you, Joan. Make sure you become friends with me on Facebook, because I saw a bunch of messages this morning that went again to spam. So I didn't see them until this morning. And there was a lot. You gotta friend request me on Facebook so the messages go through. Otherwise I don't get them. Trevor JP says the echo went away, but why was it there? That's the question. I just started pressing buttons to try to take care of it. And whatever I did worked. But the fact of the matter is it was there. And that is not good. It's not good. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. 2021. C'est la vie. 2020. 2020, you can go yourself. 2020, you. 2020, you. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love from New York. God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And God bless each and every one of you here in the chat. I appreciate you.